All right, I'm kind of losing my shit here because it is Thursday. We've just had another Inside Star Citizen video release, and kind of at the end of it, there was a very interesting sneak peek to something to do with building blocks.
Just don't tell anyone.
Just pause in there so you can see that no entry sign, right? Jared explains that the idea with building blocks is far greater than what I initially had in mind in terms of its purpose. I thought this was going to be limited to simply ship cockpits, but now we learn it's actually going to be a system used for in-universe stuff. And this no entry sign looks like holographic projections in the world. What could we use that for in terms of racing, right? We've heard Xylo. He talked about making it easier for us to find navigational points in terms of where to go with racing. This looks very much like that. Look at that projection around the Argo cargo. That can be used for so many good things. These could be used for all of the autopilot zones, so you can actually see where not to fly into. But wow, there is a lot of potential here, and I love this style, how it is projected around the ship. That is really cool. If you remember, I talked about persistent hangars not too long ago, specifically about how things are going to work in terms of spawning components and installing them and how to operate ships and make modifications. I'm pretty sure, I'm convinced, I want to say, this terminal is that. You're looking at a persistent hangar and you're looking at a holographic UI for how you're going to interact with your ship. You can see the Aurora on the left there, and you can see this guy going through, I want to say stock, components that are available in this hangar, for example. And oh my God, this is exciting. If we pay really close attention to the components, we're getting told something really freaking interesting here. We knew they were doing engine tuning for the M50, and it was kind of halted and it was going to be pushed forward. And I always said I kind of understand why, because they want to do more with this. They want to expand on the opportunities there. This gives us our very first glimpse at what the intention is. We can see there the MISC reliant main thruster. We can see there an Aegis retro thruster. We've got the Greycat industrial Cygnus retro thruster. We're going to be able to install customized thrusters and tweak our ship that way. Let's look at this description, for example. We've got the OKB Voshkod Energia. I'm butchering the name, I'm sure, but check out that description, right? It explains how it's a kind of an average thruster, and it gives you some heat generation, and it lags a bit in performance. This tells me everything about the size, the durability, how much energy something gives, how much power something gives, and this is going to allow you to tweak where you put more power, where you're gonna, kind of tone down the power and heat generation, and where you're gonna have more power and more heat generation. This is incredibly next level. We're seeing building blocks, holographic projection, UI elements in the world. We're seeing an interface that most probably will control ships and components in persistent hangars. And we're seeing thruster tuning. We're seeing an in-depth look. Okay, not in-depth. We're seeing a surface level glimpse at what this is going to be. I mean, I'm over the moon. This is insane. I'll be talking about this a lot on Discord, so come join us there, and I'll be talking on our XGP Extreme G podcast about this as well, I'm sure. So come and join us, come race very soon. Stanton Cup coming up. Whoa.